And Laura Loomer's just yelling about a woke Marxist pope. Most importantly, he seems to be a poster. A poster who has retweeted criticism about J.D. Vance, Trump's immigration policy, and Republican inaction on gun violence, among other things.
And also just enjoyable that the MAGA right is going bananas about this. They're so upset. They're so angry. Because we talked this morning when before we saw the tweets, we were like, when is Trump going to take credit for an American pope? And now his base is freaking out about the woke pope. It's so funny.
So the piece that the Pope shared says it ought to be clear that Catholics cannot support a rhetoric that demonizes immigrants as dangerously criminal simply because they have crossed the border in search of a better life. It ought to be clear that Catholics cannot celebrate aggressive deportation enforcement, a spectacle. It ought to be clear that Catholics cannot accept a theory of love that pats itself on the back for putting some of the poorest among us farthest from our concern and charity.
We started at 10% and we ended at 10%. And the market for America is better. And this is a perfect example of why Donald Trump produced Liberation Day. This would have taken Jameson and I 3 years, maybe. And instead, we got it done in 45 days, certainly because we work for Donald Trump.